Hi, my name is Tyler Bray, and I would like to introduce my candidate, graduate of Princeton and earning a PhD in political sciences and a minor in criminal justices, with being a senator of Virginia's 10th district and an office aide for Jim Gilmore, my friend Colton McCarrick.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Americans, fellow Virginians. I'm Colton McCarrick, and today I would like to address you as Virginia's independent candidate for United States Senate. In America, we stand at a decisive point in our history. Choose candidate X or candidate Y, or so the media has convinced you. We're involved in what is happening today, but we refuse to look to tomorrow. But at this point, I think we have heard it all in politics. As a people, we are so involved in competition that cooperation has become almost nonsensical. We all, as Americans, are at a point where partisan lines are so clearly drawn that we forget to see who we are. What we need today, no matter who it may be, is a person of integrity, intelligence, and empathy. So without further ado, I would like to give you a brief personal history so you can truly understand who I am. I moved to Powhatan County with my family in 1979 and graduated from our very own Powhatan High School in 1990. I was accepted into Princeton, where I went to learn the various ways of politics, economics, and our very own justice system. And so, I went on to graduate with a PhD in political sciences and a minor in criminal justice. I moved back to Virginia in 1998 and bought my house in Chesterfield to give a place to start my family with my then fiancée, Annabelle Johnson. Starting with inauguration, I served as office aide to Jim Gilmore from 1998 to 2002. Quite luckily, after months of campaigning, I achieved a Senate seat for Virginia's 10th district in 2004. I have been serving that since then, and I can confidently say that I'm aware of the ways of politics. That is, anything you can easily say is routine. All the while, my political life has evolved, so has my family life. I've been married for 15 years, and I have two beautiful children of 10 and 14 years, Christina and Alex. And I can easily prove that I have learned just as much from my family life as I have in my political career, the importance of compromise, compassion, and cognizance. But let's be honest here. The real question you may be asking yourself is, why run? Well, I not only see corruption in politics today, but I also fear for the future. Climate change is the most immediate threat to Virginia, the United States, and the most immediate threat to the world as a whole. It isn't just a coincidence that California is turning into a desert, and the storms of a century now happen once a year. Do the words Katrina, Irene, or Sandy bring any thought to mind? I advocate for the strengthening of environmental regulations and protections so that the land that we have given remains the same for our children and our children's children. The number two issue at hand is an evolving nation where we have a crisis in primary and secondary education. The standardized testing that every student must face is an unfair examination of the student's potential. Common Core education is ineffective, and needs of students are required to have specialized learning and not a general curriculum. So, how do you do that? National deregulation. Let the states, localities, and God may even say it, teachers, teach a class without having the government say, there's something that you forgot on the SOL. Furthermore, issue number three arises. Ever since World War II, America has been the watchdog of democracy and freedom in a world of uncertainty. But how would we stand in 2015, where America is the most feared nation in the world? Let's face it, America is overstretching its bounds in a world that is self-sustainable. But what about the Middle East? Well, I will say one thing, and let me be clear on this. Under my administration, I will always vote for keeping American boots on home soil. We are at the point in history where we are perfectly capable of fighting terrorism with technology and not lives. And so, I ask of you, ladies and gentlemen, to go out to the polls with confidence that there is a candidate that does not represent the needs of their party, but the needs of the people. We are so determined to vote black or white nowadays that we rarely venture to see the gray, the middle line. So what makes me different from politician X or Y? I am the voice of you. I will act in the Senate with assurance that your voice is heard. And so I leave you on these words from Robert Kennedy. Few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work to change a small portion of its events. And in the total of all those acts will be written the history of a generation. Thank you.